Oh, you've done it now, Johnny.
Welcome to the breakdown with Jay and Nell, where we'll discuss all of your NFL and NBA news.
Tap in if you want to get to the breakdown.
Welcome to the breakdown with Jay and Nell. I'm Jay,
And I'm L.
and today, guys, we'll give you a little NFL draft recap.
Man, that was a hella draft.
Yeah, it was. But before we get started, how was your week, L?
It was good, man. It was a lot longer than expected. Can't complain. I worked a little bit harder than what I was trying to work on the last day, which is horrible.
Hey, that's your Friday. You're supposed to chill on your Friday.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
be doing the bare minimum on my Friday.
If I had it my way, I would have. But what happened kind of threw me off a little bit. I had some other obstacles I had to get through.
I feel you. Sometimes it be like that for me. But I'm glad you had a good week. I had a good week as well. Sorry, you guys, that we wasn't able to drop an episode for y'all last week. I did a little family trip. Went to San Antonio with my family. So that was nice. We did some nice things. Ate. Went to the zoo. Went to the Alamo. But it was a great little family trip. A great little chance just to relax and enjoy family. So I'm getting trying to get back into the swing of things now that I'm back home.
I definitely recommend you go ahead and take trips like that more often.
Yeah, we definitely planning on something. Probably will do something like around that time, maybe every year. So,
Yeah, that definitely be cool. At least once a year.
you. But
So let's
anyway,
get to, huh?
you said,
I said let's get to these draft recap, fam. You know they're waiting on us. Come on.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Let's get into it. So, first, we're going to give you our winners of the draft, followed by our losers, and then we're going to grade. Well, L's going to grade the 49ers draft, and I'm going to grade the Cowboys draft. So, L, who are some winners for you for the draft?
I'm gonna be the partial person here and say my winners are the Titans with Cam Ward, the Jaguars with Travis Hunter, the Giants with on both. Giants have two picks. So Jackson Dart, who I think he's going to be a nice quarterback coming in, and Abdul Carter. Next, I have the Carolina Panthers with Ted McMillan. I feel like him and Xavier Leggett. That's gonna be a nasty combo. That's gonna be a nasty combo on the outside. I also have the Raiders with Ashton Genty. I feel like Ashton Genty can help revitalize their running game.
Yeah, those are some good
Oh,
picks.
I got one more. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
And my sleeper pick. This is just my sleeper pick. Uh, the Jets with Mason Taylor.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, that's us. That's ain't that Jason Taylor's son?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know too much about. I gotta go look at his highlights.
He uh he was like a I think like a three star or 4-star recruiter at high school. But
Oh,
he
it ain't
had some
bad.
pretty decent catches. It's just he was kind of I don't know. He was good though. I was really good to get drafted, but I'm saying like you know I'm a I'm a tight end fanatic anyways. I like tight ends regardless. I like
Yeah,
him. He's a big tight end.
Yep.
Another one, I got another pickup. That
Oh,
is
go ahead.
the Green Bay Packers with Matthew Golden and the receiver from TCU.
Oh, Savion Williams.
You know, I like big receivers.
Yeah. Matthew Golden's gonna be nice for them. I'm jealous.
Yeah, they got a nice receiving core.
Yeah, I now think they do because Matthew Golden, he gives you that speed and he can take over a game with that speed. So that's what they need at the wide receiver position. Green Bay. They need a game changer. They don't have that.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, I have a few winners. My first winner I have is the Baltimore Ravens. I like what they did with drafting Malake Starks, the safety from Georgia.
Hmm.
Um, Mike Green, the edge rusher from Marshall, and the third round pick, Emory Jones, the offensive tackle from LSU. It just seems like the Ravens, they always end up making these picks, these defensive guys. They be grabbing these good defensive guys, and they just keep on strengthening their strengths, which is their defense. They keep adding to that defense. So I like
Yeah,
those two additions on the defensive side for Baltimore.
yeah, I agree. Well, they always bolster up the defense. It seems like you would think they would put more effort on the opposite side. Which I know they got was it Lejonte Weston from Colorado?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So he could be another speed demon with Zay Flowers. So you put them two on the outside, and then you get you a nice, or on the inside, and you get you two nice size receivers. You might be able to make some shake. And you still got Isaiah Likely for your tight
yep,
end. Because Mark
mm-hmm,
Andrews, he's going to retire in a little bit.
yep,
You just need a fire running back.
yep. Next up, I have is Chicago. I like them drafting the tight end, Colston Loveland from Michigan, and then them getting Luther Burden in the second round. That's a steal. I like that as well. And then they added another offensive lineman. They already signed a few guys in free agency, traded for offensive lineman there in the offseason. So the Bears, they're looking good. They're setting up Caleb Williams for success. So it should be no excuses for Caleb Williams going into year two.
I have an issue with their tight end selection because you still have Connect, and Connect's still young. So what's the point of you getting a younger tight end when Connect is still young?
Well, I think Loveland, he's more of a blocking tight end. They call him that.
Oh,
He got to be
whereas
a receiving
Connect
tight end.
or receiver.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think that's why they chose to pick Loveland over Warren because I wanted Tyler Warren at first, but that was like Tyler Warren. He's more like a receiver, so now they have that and call commit. So
Gotcha. So
it's
you
kind
need
of
to
like,
move Connect to that to as your receiver, and then have him. Oh, gotcha.
yeah. And then they want to run the football, so you're gonna get more two tight end six. So
Yeah.
I like that pickup for him, and I like the Luke the Burden pickup to round out the receiving room with Roma Dunze and DJ Moore. They still have DJ Moore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they had a really solid receiving core.
yeah, really do.
Like
I think they
now,
drafted
you
some
don't know who
first.
to go after now.
You said what?
And now they're gonna make us go. You don't know who to go after.
Yep. So I like Chicago's draft a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I got a couple more winners, and then we can move on to our losers. Of course, I have to put my Cowboys on there. Uh, at first, I wasn't for the Tyler Booker draft pick, but looking back at it, I was like, our division have some good defensive lines. Like the Eagles have a good defensive line. The Giants have a good defensive line with the addition of Abdul Carter, adding him to that group, what they already had. Washington, their defensive line is okay, but it's not as dominant as Phillies or have the potential of the Giants. But I like Tyler Booker's plug and play at right guard with the retirement of Zach Martin. I like that pickup.
I think I think when it comes to y'all defensive backing, like y'all needed a little bit more. I mean, I like y'all cornerback that y'all got, the Revel.
Yeah,
Like I told my partner that work. I told him, I said, bro, watch out for him. He gonna be a steal in the draft. If he can get back to his form, watch out for him. 'Cause he gonna be a underrated steal. And I hate that
yeah,
y'all.
he is. He is like I like that pickup a lot. He was a potential first round pick before the ACL injury.
Yeah,
So us putting him in the top round, that was stealing.
like it was certain people that I saw or that I had liked before they got drafted. I was like, yeah, he gonna be nice. Cam Scott, do the Giants have a running back?
That's what we went to. They drafted him.
No, I'm saying before he got drafted, they had one.
They had Tyrone Tracy, but he was a converted. He was a wide receiver, converted to a running back. So
So
yeah,
so basically, Cam gonna start. Then mm-mm. Yeah, they got they got some talent.
yeah. I also
Now
like the pass rusher from
they're gonna
Boston
need some more
College.
help on the receiver side.
You said what?
They're gonna need some more help on the receiver side
Oh yeah,
because I got them
yeah,
get this safety help over the top with my neighbors ain't nobody else.
yeah. But I like the Cowboys draft a lot. It took me a while. I had to sit and think about it. But we had a pretty solid draft. And I like us drafting Jadon Blue from Texas in the fifth round. So,
Oh yeah, he that running back, right?
yep,
Mm. Okay.
yep. Next up as a winner is the Kansas City Chiefs. Um, they added
The
offensive
offensive tackle.
lineman. Yeah, Josh Simmons from Ohio State. I like that a lot because they lost. Yeah, they lost their tackle over the offseason. I forgot who we
Mm.
signed with, but they lost him. Then they showed up the defensive line with drafted defensive tackle and an edge rusher. So Chiefs had a pretty solid draft too.
Mm-hmm.
Then my last one up is the Houston Texans. Uh, they got a weapon for C.J. Stroud. They drafted Jaden Higgins, the wide receiver from Ohio State. He like 6'4", 6'5". He's fast too. So I like that pickup a lot. Then they drafted offensive tackle in the second round to replace Larry Tunsil. They traded him to the Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
And then round three, they drafted the other wide receiver from Iowa State. From Iowa State, Jalen Noel. So, Houston Texans had a pretty solid draft too.
Mm-hmm.
But those are my winners. Y'all let us know in the comments. Do you disagree with our winners? Let's move over to the losers of the draft.
Losers. I got the Browns, of course. I got the Steelers. Got I got the Saints. I got the Falcons and Miami.
Okay, I agree with you with the Steelers. The reason why I have them a loser because they had a chance to draft Shadur and they didn't. They passed on him 5 times, which is
Hey,
crazy.
wow.
They don't have a starting caliber quarterback on their roster.
And they're still waiting on Aaron Rodgers. Let it
Man,
go.
they're gonna be sitting up there waiting all the way up until probably like August or September. Then the man will
Yeah,
come out and say he's retiring, and then they're gonna be
yeah.
sitting there looking stupid.
Or if he does play, he gonna play for a year or so and get out the way, or a few months. I'm gonna say the Saints as well. Uh, I didn't like the pickup of Tyler, because
Taylor Show.
yeah, he don't look like a quarterback to me. Like, what he had accuracy. He gives off great value, Patrick Mahomes,
That great value, Patrick Mahomes.
minus minus the minus the actual ability to do what he can do. So take all the great qualities of Patrick Mahomes and put that in and take that away from Tyler. Tyler, that's who he is to me.
Yeah, I was thinking about putting the Saints on my list too, but I feel like these other teams that have done a worse job. Um, First lose I have is the Buffalo Bills. Um, they did address the wide receiver position again in the draft. I mean, well, last year they did address it, but I feel like they should have addressed it early in the draft. Get a
Mm-hmm.
first round wide receiver. Um, they did a cornerback because they need a corner, but you're still lacking weapons for Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you put everything all on him, and he did have a great season this past season. Won the MVP, but you go put all the pressure on your quarterback, and then eventually he's going to crack. So they
Yep.
don't really have offensive weapons in both of those. So that's why I give them a losing. They're a loser.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, I have the Detroit Lions. Uh, they had an okay draft. I think could have did better. I like the defensive tackle um, addition, but maybe they could have got another receiver, another running back. But they didn't really do anything like flashy in the draft to me. And you want to be one of the contenders in the NFC, you gotta keep adding to what you have. So honestly, I would have continue to build up that offense, added some more pieces to the offense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with you with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Their draft is kind of like weird. They drafted the tackle from Oregon, Derek Harmon.
Mm-hmm.
That's a solid pickup because Cam Hayward he is getting older, so I like that pickup.
Mm-hmm.
But then they draft Caleb Johnson in the third round. They don't have a second round pick. You already have Jalen Warren on the roster as your starting running back. I feel like you didn't really have to get Caleb Johnson. You probably could got you a quarterback or a receiver with
Mm-hmm.
that pick. And then the fourth round, they drafted Jack Sauer, the edge from Ohio State.
I
That's
like that
pretty solid
pickup.
because you add him to the rotation with T.J. Watt.
Yeah, you can interchange them too, or he on the left and he on the right. That's gonna be what? That's gonna be a bad combo.
You,
I'm surprised he got picked up so late.
yeah. I
I
think
did.
his athletic grade didn't come out too well.
Oh, got you.
I have two more losers. The Indianapolis Colts. Uh, I feel like we should have went offensive line in the first round. Now, the tight end Tyler Warren, he's going to be a beast, but
Mm-hmm.
you have questions at your quarterback position with Anthony Richardson, and they signed Derek. Uh, Man, what's his name? I forgot his name. Danny Dimes. They signed Danny Dimes
That's
to
even worse.
compete. They say he go compete with Anthony Richardson, but I feel
Yeah,
like
you
Richardson
know,
gonna
go keep
win.
Anthony Richardson out there.
Yeah, Anthony Richardson, he gonna win and start the job. I ain't worried about that.
But yeah,
Defensive. You said what?
I would agree with you.
Yeah, I do like the edge from Ohio State. I can't pronounce his last name, but JT from Ohio State.
Hmm.
He's really good. And they drafted a corner in the third round, Justin Wiley. But I feel like they should went offensive line in the first round. They'll probably get some more pass catchers out there because you don't really have a lot. Like outside of Michael Pittman, I mean,
Hmm.
you have Josh Downs too. But outside of those two, you don't really have anyone. So
Yeah.
wish they would have helped out their quarterback more. The last loser I have is the Chargers. They
Hmm.
drafted Omarion Hampton,
I
but
think that was a good pickup.
it was. But I would have. Honestly, you could have probably got him maybe in the second round. I don't think
Hmm.
he's a first round running back, but you could have got him in the second round maybe. Now I would have addressed wide receiver first.
You
Um,
okay? Justin Herbert ain't got none.
yeah, like Larry McConkey, he's nice, but he's like the only one out there.
Exactly. It's 1 on 8 or 1 on 9 or how many DB they got out there.
They did draft Trey Harris, the wide receiver from Ole Miss, so
Hmm.
that was a okay that was an okay pickup. But I think they should have did more. They should have got more wide receivers and more tight ends for Justin Herbert.
Hmm.
So those are losers of the draft. Now we're going to grade our drafts. So what grade would you give the 49ers?
I understand why we picked who we picked around because we had Robert Salabat and he's a defensive minded coach. But I feel like you could have got you a few more wide receivers to go along with Ricky Parcell. And right now, you can coming off of a knee injury, so you're gonna need another receiver. And I would have liked to get uh uh the tight end from that the coach got. I really wanted him,
Tyler
or
Warren?
yeah, for a backup, like he can learn from George Kittle. Or I know we needed another guard or tackle to take over for Quinn Williams because he's getting old. I do like that we got a running back, but still, I on the defensive side, I'll give it a B plus. Offensive side, I'll give it a C.
Okay. Uh, Overall draft grade for the Cowboys, I give them an A minus because they address almost every need they needed except for wide
Mm-hmm.
receiver. I would love for them to get the wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
We honestly, I wanted us to get Matt the Golden, but I guess they didn't feel comfortable taking them that high at 12, and then I guess they didn't have any trade partners to trade down in the draft. That was an option I wanted them to explore. So, but Tyler Booker, he's here, so gotta root for him. But I would love for them to draft a receiver. They didn't address it at all in the draft, which I think would be a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I
Uh,
thought that I definitely thought that y'all was gonna go for a receiver eventually. Like somebody gonna get picked up for y'all, but Tyler Booker's gonna have trouble against Jalen Carter. So I know that they were saying that for the last 2 years he hasn't given up a sack, but the last person he gave a sack up to was Jalen Carter.
Well, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
So that's gonna be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch that game. But
Now the thing is, who y'all gonna get? Because there's still a whole bunch of undrafted free agents. I was looking on the wide receiver board, and I think what's the guy's name? The guy from Miami, he's still out there.
oh
There's a few out
no,
there.
the Titans signed him already.
There you got him.
Yeah, he reunited with Cam Ward in Tennessee.
Oh snap! But yeah, y'all gotta get somebody because y'all ain't got nobody. No,
uh, Isaiah Bond, he's still out there, but you know he has the charge against him.
yeah, he got enough. He got enough going on right now. Last thing he try to worry about is that.
Our best bet is signing Amari Cooper or signing Keenan Allen because those are the best wide receivers available.
Might well go ahead and bring back Amari Cooper.
You know, I would
At,
definitely bring him back.
at least you know he sure hands.
Yep, I'll definitely bring him back.
Hmm.
All right. Those are our grades for our teams. Let us know what y'all think in the comments. I have a couple of questions for L. So the first question I have: do you believe the Steelers made a mistake by not drafting Shadur?
Yes, yes I do. Especially when you could have been drafted him. You drafted Will Howard. Like, yeah, he won a national championship, but he ain't produced what Shador did.
Yep. Yeah, they made a mistake by not drafting him. They had plenty of opportunities to draft him in the draft, and
Yeah,
for some reason,
second round, third round, fourth round, hell, even fifth round.
you like they missed out plenty of opportunities to draft him. This probably them not drafting a quarterback, they still would be stuck in the same spot they were last year. They probably not gonna make the playoffs last year. So you got Mason Rudolph as your starting quarterback. He's a backup.
Trash.
He's been a backup his whole career. Will Howard, he's gonna need time to develop. So you really don't have a starting caliber quarterback on your roster. And you putting all your eggs in Aaron Rodgers' basket. He's 41 years old. Y'all should let that dream go. Y'all should just draft your quarterback.
I agree.
All right, next question I have. Do you regret the Browns trading down in the first round?
Do I regret it or do the Browns regret it?
We did
Um,
the Browns regret it.
no, they didn't. I don't think they put value. I don't think they value Travis how Jacksonville was going to. Why? I don't know why you don't. Why you wouldn't? But yeah,
Honestly, I would have drafted him. Uh, I would draft Travis Hunter. You, you need a you need a shot in the arm. And you don't have that in Cleveland. You don't have no signs of hope. Outside of Miles Garrett, you have Miles Garrett, but other than that, you have nothing really to get excited for in Cleveland. And their quarterback situation is a mess with them drafting Dylan Gabriel and Shadur Sanders.
I don't understand that. You drafted two quarterbacks, so and you have a 40-year-old Joe Flacco. Like he
Sean
get hit
Watson.
one wrong time, he get hit one wrong way, and it's a wrap. So and Kenny
Yeah,
Pickett, he ain't no better. He just a relatively backup. So what you should do is this: put Shador as your starting quarterback, because you're gonna have to, because the the audience is gonna demand it. They're gonna force you
yeah.
to put him out there. It ain't gonna work out though. If they force him out there, it ain't gonna work out.
it's definitely not.
Allow him to develop under Joe Flacco, at least for a little bit, and then go from there. Because you can still keep Kenny Pickett, just have them learn from him and just eat it like that.
Yeah. We'll see how this situation will pan out. I'm ready for training camp to start and preseason.
Yeah, definitely could. I need to, yeah. The NBA is good right now, but yeah.
I have one last question for you, and I already kind of answered this earlier. Do you believe the Cowboys should have taken Matthew Golden over Tyler Booker?
No. Well, it's a double-edged sword. And I say that because you needed another lineman to counteract Zach Martin retiring, but you could have found you a wide receiver. It didn't have to necessarily be Matthew Golden. You could have found a decent receiver.
Yeah, I think them ignoring the position completely. I think that's why. That's why I gave them an A minus. But they completely ignored the position. So we'll see how it pans out.
Heck, I
But
thought they were going to ignore running back too.
I mean, we kind of basically did. I love Jaden Blue, but he's small. He's a small running back. Well, he like 5'9", 5'10".
So he's
He's
like a Deuce Vaughn. And what y'all gonna do with him? Okay, either release that man and get it that,
he's
or put him on the practice
he's not in
squad.
the roster. He getting cut.
We need to, cause they ain't producing nothing for y'all.
Yeah, but we'll see how these draft picks pan out. But before we go, how you think Golden State Warriors gonna take care of business tonight?
Yes, thirsty. Heck yeah. I was angry we didn't take care of business last night. I mean the other night. But yeah, we're gonna take care of business.
Okay,
Shoot. I think Steph gonna go off. I think Steph gonna have a monster game.
okay. Yeah, I think he will too. I think he go golf tonight.
Shoot.
Mm.
Is that all, fam?
Uh, I got something else, and then that's it.
What's up?
So we already got like half of the, like we got the Eastern Conference set. So who do you have winning? Indiana Pacers versus Cleveland Cavaliers.
Cleveland. Cleveland due to the youth. Like they're all relatively young. So they still got that bounce to them. So I like Tyler Halliburton. I like Tyler, but I don't think that just him is gonna be able to produce enough.
Yeah,
It's gonna be hard. It's 5-on-1 is hard.
we got the Cavs of what, 4 or 5?
Uh, 4 sweep or
You said
4-1.
sweep.
Either sweep or 4-1.
I'm going to give them the sweep. I think Cavs gonna sweep them. Yeah, Cavs just too much fun. They got too much star power, too much depth. So, who do you have winning the Knicks and the Boston Celtics?
Well, I was looking at something. They were like the Knicks built to defeat the Celtics. So if they can, I mean, if they play how they need to play, they can beat them. It's gonna take some time. I mean, it's gonna, you know what I mean? But they can beat them. But I think Boston go. I got Boston going back out the East.
Yeah, I got Boston beating the Knicks as well.
I think
Uh,
it's
I
go
say that will go to 6 games.
6.
Yeah,
Yeah, I say 6 games. 5-6. It ain't gonna be a sweep, but it's gonna be like a 4-2, 4-2.
yep. Well, we appreciate y'all uh, supporting us. Make sure you follow us on our social media accounts: X, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram.
Everything.
Make sure you like and subscribe, comment at the end of this video, and we love y'all.
Also, check out our wives shows on Facebook every Wednesday at 8 p.m. At the Mouth of Grown Folks. Comedy, great literature is amazing.
Yeah, it's a great show. Make sure y'all check that out on Facebook.
We love y'all and appreciate y'all. Bye.
Bye.
If you want to get to the breakdown,